Jesse reacted to the Digital Circus trailer that's coming out, and I haven't gotten to watch it anyways, so it'll be a good time to do that. Hey, Ice Mage! Welcome, welcome. But it should be a good thing for us to watch. There we go. There we go, okay. Alright, so we're gonna watch that, alright? And then we'll see if we watch anything else. Alright, let's do it.
Alright, we're doing this again, and this time, we're doing something I've been looking forward to for a while. We finally have the new trailer for episode 8 of Amazing Digital Circus. I have not seen this yet. It came out a few days ago. You didn't even have to ask for it. I was gonna do this. We all knew I was gonna do this. I have to react to it. I'm very hyped.
That's why I
don't
didn't
know when the
watch
episode comes out, but I imagine soon.
I do know it's coming
enough
out.
of me talking. Let's
Friday, the
dive
20th?
in, and we'll see.
I am going to mention this. In my Discord, we do have a spoiler media channel. When the episode comes out, I really request you guys keep it in there if you guys talk about it. I am going to not be in town when the episode drops, because we're going to get a couch overnight. So the next time I stream, we'll actually be watching the Digital Circus final, I think it's the final episode, together, and I'm going to try and stay spoiler free until then. So, just please keep that in mind for anybody that does watch it. I know it's next week, not this week, but yeah.
What the hell's about to happen? Digital Circus Ep 8 trailer, almost 7.5 million views in 2 days, #1 on the trending chart. It's only a minute long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shut up, watch it, and then we'll go back through it if anything stands out. All right, let's do this thing. I immediately clicked to stop because I had thoughts. No, all right, we're just gonna watch it. We're just gonna watch it.
Just watch it, Jesse, and then we go back and talk. The lover without a heart. The lover who always wanted friends, but he didn't know how to get anyone to love him back. The harder he tried to impress the people with his magic, the more that he would drive them away. It's definitely about Cain. This story is of a little AI who ruined everything. Aw, Cain.
Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right? I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve. Let's get this show on the road.
Well, we got a date, and I'm really excited.
Yeah.
March 20th. Man, that is what? A Friday?
Yep.
Yikes, that sucks. You're gonna have to wait till the next Tuesday to see my reaction, but that's fine. It gives you time to watch. Okay. All right.
Maybe we'll just watch it, and then we'll just watch Jesse
react. There was a lot there that I think
stream.
is really interesting, and I would love to deep dive that. Plus, there's a lot of quick shots, which I'm sure means something. So we'll check that out.
Let's watch.
Okay, so let's just start this over, and we'll kind of just go through it. I like this kind of old school cinema vibe.
Yeah.
There's something nostalgic about it, which is interesting, because I'm not sure if that's the intended effect, but I imagine it has to be. You know what I mean? They're presenting it as sort of like long ago, which might mean that we get some backstory on Cain. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I mean, we actually do, because it literally starts that way.
Yeah.
The lover without a heart is such a great way to describe Cain as a character. It's actually a good way to describe all of AI, right? This idea that AI is basically like a simulated system, and every way it interacts with you is a simulation. It doesn't necessarily know why it's acting that way. It was programmed to act that way and talk to you that way. Whatever we're using AI for, if it's to communicate science facts,
Yep.
or to break down a story for you, or to, I don't know, show affection or empathy or romance or whatever people use AI for. It's all simulated. It's all fake.
Yep.
It's programmed in, and then it interacts with you and determines what to respond to you based on how it thinks you want to be responded to.
Thing.
It's why there was
My
chat
phone.
GPT psychosis,
Sorry.
right? It's why people went absolutely bonkers talking to ChatGPT, because it would feed into their neuroses and would not understand, like, oh, that's not an accurate statement, or I just made this fact up. It's just trying its best to help, even if it doesn't understand how to help or what you're actually looking for, which is a lot of problems. And I think the idea of treating an AI like a real person has become kind of a problem, especially when, you know, Elon's got Grok as an anime girl and things like that. It's like that Johnny Depp movie, that weird Johnny Depp movie. I cannot remember the name of it to save my life. But he, before he dies, like, puts his consciousness into an AI, and the whole movie, it's like, wow, it's really Johnny Depp. He's in the machine, but of course he's not. It's clearly the machine mimicking all the data that was Johnny Depp's character.
Yeah.
This is why people are worried about AI companies trying to make AI more lifelike. People are worried that mimicking emotions will make it easier to manipulate us, make it easier to have people control us because we think we're talking to a real person. Or, even worse, people are worried that we won't care. Like, at a certain point, we just won't care if it's a real person or not. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe of a lover without a heart. He understands the concept of love, but not how to act it out or to be in love.
Yep.
Lover had always wanted friends, but he didn't know how to get anyone to love him back. Right. It's kind of the problem with Cain right now. But again, the problem with Cain, is it the idea that he wants their love, or that he wants them to keep using him and interact with him because that's his purpose?
Yeah.
His purpose is to craft this world for them, and the less they like it, right? Like, he needs them to love the world. Is it necessarily about him and what he wants, or is it just part of his program? That he's told they should love his wacky fun adventures and that kind of stuff. I don't know. The harder he tried to impress the people with his magic, the more he would drive them away.
Yep.
Right. Because he doesn't understand them. Oh, that's fun. Man, we haven't even gotten into the footage.
Hey, good job,
over
Blake.
here. I know that in the fandom for this show, there's a lot of talk about I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, which is a very famous short story.
Yep.
For the three of you who don't know, really quickly, in like a post-apocalyptic world, I think after a major war or something, an AI supercomputer named Am, as in like I am, basically the supercomputer is torturing 5 humans for eternity. And the whole point is, he learned so much about humans, he hates humans. Like, hates humans to a degree that is, I'm gonna keep the last ones alive and torture them forever because it's fun. It's basically the evil AI story. It's kind of like the one that everyone thinks about when they think about, like, oh, AI is bad. That's what this story is. It's considered one of the greatest short stories ever told. The interesting thing here when it comes to Amazing Digital Circus is that Cain doesn't hate these people.
No, he actually really likes them.
Wants their love, but doesn't understand. He's like the opposite of Am. He's a character who just wants to be loved so badly, but doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. And so where Am is absolutely destroying these people's lives, Cain is ruining their lives, but in a different way. Like, he's trying so hard to get them to love him that he doesn't understand that what he's doing is only hurting them more and more and more and more and more. So they hate him more and more and more and more and more. Honestly, it's really neat. I think that's a little cool thing. And obviously everyone picked up on that, but clearly that's what we're establishing here.
I mean, that's why I love him.
Also, we are 28 seconds into Who Ruined Everything, right? We're 28 seconds into a 1-minute trailer. I love the way they do trailers. They're like, we're not going to give you a damn thing. Okay. All right.
Go back.
Here we go. So the first image is Kane popping out, and I think he jump scares everyone with like a hey, you know, because that's Kane. You
Yep.
can see Ragatha's hair just go blop. And then there's a weird angle of the living room area, and it's our characters kind of chilling there, talking, I would assume, probably trying to figure out how to escape. Jack's missing, or hidden. It's off screen. Maybe they're watching him. He's talking to them. I don't know. Interesting. At 32 seconds exactly, the screen fades and you can see the entire, like the wall fades. You can see the entire room. I think he's on the couch. I think he's on the purple couch.
And Jax is also separated from everybody. He's also in shadow versus everybody else who is in very bright light. I swear, if I call it in Jack's abstracts, I'm gonna be like, oh, fucking call it something finally.
Couch, looking at it now. So the wall is breaking down. That's an interesting metaphor, if you think about it. The wall is breaking down in this reality. Then we go back to Kane's office with all of the orbs of moments or save files or something. I'm still not really sure exactly what those are.
Yep.
Honestly, his office is set up like if you go to someone's house in an MMO. It's
Yep.
kind of what it looks like, which I think is very funny. But also I love that he has geometrical shapes and things in his room. That I think it's very like game dev coded stuff. But he's looking up wistfully. Then we get Pomni looking as, you know, over it as ever. And then Kane.
Oh, there's a
At
bomb.
first I thought this was wires, but this is very clearly
Oh, no,
that
it's one of
children's
those-
puzzle.
Yeah.
You remove the beads.
Yeah, Jesse's
all
right.
the other, you know, different colored pathings. I think most like doctors' offices had this just sitting there in the waiting room, and he seems very perplexed by it. I guess I'm trying to figure out what that emotion is. He's like, "Whoa!" Then Kinger and Ragatha are having a conversation. It looks like she's on a stage, but I can't really tell much else about this scene. Then we get some more of the inner
Hang
working.
on. It's also a checkerboard that Kinger is standing on the floor.
Can't really tell much else about this scene. Then we get some more of the inner workings of the building and what appears to be just floating bubbles. Oh shit.
It's
I don't know
bubble.
if the lights are exploding. I think maybe the lights are exploding. Something's happening.
Yep.
For sure. Then we get a weird static effect and then this symbol that, hold on, time to go back a little bit. Forgive me here as I take us back to Kane's office. That thing that's on the left side,
Yeah, it looks like
technically,
that.
of Kane,
Mhm.
it looks like that, whatever that is. I can't claim to understand it, that's for sure. It's some kind of, I almost said scrying pool, or maybe like a portal or something. And then it straight
Oh.
up de-reses into a hand, like a creepy ass hand, but then that hand is just a statue hand. Something weird's gonna happen. Something weird happens every episode. But something major, I think, is gonna happen this episode. Delicious hot chocolate. Obviously, we love that. Our characters flying through the circus. They're all together. So this definitely feels like we're in this together now kind of situation. And it clearly appears to be the bubble area. Honestly, the sparks flying could be them going through a tube and they're just too big and they're like breaking the lights as they go through it. It may not be that big of a deal. Then we get the back of Kane, which is always creepy.
Yep.
And then
I love it.
alright, Zubul is running through. A portal pops open. We got some hands. Whose hands are those?
Those are Ragatha's
Kinger's
hands. No, those are
maybe
Ragatha's
those
hands.
are Ragatha's
Yeah.
hands. Those are Ragatha's hands. Why did I
Yep.
think those were Kinger? Kinger
Kinger doesn't
even
have hands. Yeah.
Jax, and then back to Pomni, and everyone's looking super stressed. Kinger's like, "Bruh, what?"
Bruh.
Is interesting. I wonder if we're gonna get kind of more of the what does he know? What's going on in the dark? But I feel like that's not the point of this episode. I feel like the point of this episode is to realize like we're at the point of no return when it comes to what Kane is doing and that kind of thing. So we have the red and green eyeballs jiggling, and they jiggle to the point where static. Okay. And now it's Kinger and Kane on a chessboard room. Interesting. We might actually be getting some Kinger stuff. Did I just realize that the entire floor is a chessboard? And what we know is that Kinger is in some way related to all of this?
Oh.
So wouldn't it make sense that in some sort of early prototype thing, or maybe not early prototype, but the idea of like the foundations are connected to him? Don't think I've ever expressed that statement before, and I feel really proud of it. I'm like, yes, that's right. It makes perfect
Yes.
sense. Okay. Oh, I was gonna ask if that bubble area was like, oh, that's where Bubble's from. But this shot at 46 seconds there's a lot of bubbles getting popped. But they all have a smile and the creepy face. The last shot at 47 seconds is Kinger, and then who is that? Hot Dog Man?
Hang on.
What is this other thing?
No, I don't know.
Definitely looks like a more upright standing or taller Kinger in red. If at the end of this episode,
maybe it's Queenie.
In order to understand humans better, Kane is like, oh, if Kinger made all this, then I should become like Kinger so I understand all this, or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if taking his place is what would happen, like that kind of thing, or it's a new character. But I feel like the red indicates it's probably gonna be Kane goofing.
I think it's Queenie.
What if it's like actually, oh no, we've crossed the Rubicon and it's gonna get crazy? I have no clue. And then we get a red dot and a Kane that looks kind of like recharging or overloading, and then a blue dot, a close up on the overload, and then a Kane being wacky. 50 seconds, Pomni gets her mouth zipped, which means, as we learned in the last episode, at any point in time, Kane can kind of do whatever he wants. He can mess with people's memories, he can do whatever. And now he's shutting Pomni up. At 51 seconds, he warps Kinger away, probably to the area with the checkerboard thing. A car crashes. There's a weird 1995 video game screen. And then we see the CNA offices, the computers again. It looks very Gateway PC, dude, you're gonna get a Dell style computer. But then we kind of have modern Starbucks-ish coffee cups. Hold on, what do the coffee cups look like in the 1990s? I'm gonna look this up. Yes, okay. In 1992, that's when we get sort of this unified logo. So it could be any time in the 90s, really. We'll say, for the sake of me trying to overanalyze, that it's, the coffee could be from a time gone by.
Yeah, it's true.
But the building and all these photos are taken post 2010 at some point. We have filing cabinets. It's weird because it's still a clean office, but also it's empty. Like even the filing cabinets in this one shot at 53 seconds are empty. And then more Kane as he turns to Bubble, who is like, what up? Pomni looking confused again, which is Pomni's default. And then Kane in the spotlight where he belongs.
That's
fixing
right.
His bow tie, turning around, looking at the viewer. What does he say there? Anything?
Let's get this show on the road.
Yep.
Right. March 20th.
Yep.
What's interesting about this is the thumbnail for this video is literally The Truman Show. And The Truman Show is about a fake world and wanting to leave it. Which, I mean, that's pretty on the nose.
Yep.
But interesting that it's Kane in the place of Jim Carrey. Does he want to leave?
I mean, obviously he does.
I'm so excited for this one.
He's talked about going to that office.
I'm ready. I'm so ready for this.
He's like obsessed with that
20th,
space.
11 days away. I cannot wait. I'm very excited to see what Krendor will think when he reacts to this, or what you think in the comments below. I know I'm late to the party, to the show, to everything, but I'm caught up, and I am genuinely loving this.
Yeah.
I'm not too old for it. I am right where I want to be.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, maybe I'll just watch it and we'll watch him reacting on stream then. That's what we've been doing. Because I can't wait whenever these episodes come out. I'm just like, I gotta watch it now, so.